Now, 2012 has been a year of challenge and change for the beef cattle industry. And joining me here in the studio to talk a little bit about the past year is NCBA Chief Executive Officer Forrest Roberts. Forrest, thanks for coming to the show.
You bet. Kevin, thanks for having me tonight.
We'll reflect back on 2012 and tell us some of the biggest accomplishments of 2012.
Well, as you said, 2012 is a year a lot of us will remember as one full of challenge, change, and I would also add courage to keep moving forward as an industry to address a lot of the issues that JD spoke about earlier. When we think about outcomes for this industry and this organization, one of the things I'm really proud of is how we were able to address some of our industry's most pressing issues, like the fourth case of BSE back in the springtime. And then secondly, as we looked at bringing groundbreaking initiatives forward, when we look at defining what sustainability means to this industry through some really innovative research, and then kind of thinking about the consumer and the role of nutrition in their diet. You know, this whole adage of beef causes heart disease, well, Kevin, in the last year, we've been able to change that paradigm to beef is absolutely a part of a heart-healthy diet with what we call the BOLD study and really define beef in an optimal lean diet. And then last but not least, if we work hard to do those things right, we also got to make sure that producers across this country have not only freedom to operate, but freedom to operate responsibly and pushing back on organizations within Capitol Hill like EPA, but also delivering results around the estate tax and opening up new markets with new free trade agreements. Those are some of the things, as we think back to all of these challenges in 2012, we really feel good about given the circumstances we were up against.
So look ahead at 2013. What's on your radar screen?
Well, 2013, we think there's a tremendous opportunity. As we move forward, our target is all about the millennial generation. And really getting into the hearts and the minds of the millennial generation and thinking about, okay, what's important to them from the nutrition story? What's important to them from convenience of beef products? But most importantly, it's how beef is raised. That whole image of our industry is a huge area of focus for us. And I think if we do that right, there's no doubt we'll truly enable more people to enjoy beef more often.
We've already got a lot of folks here in Tampa, but for folks within driving distance, what would you tell them is the primary reason they need to make their way to Tampa?
Yeah, well, we have really got a great lineup here, as Kristen talked about earlier. This is the largest single event in the cattle industry in this country. And when you look at the beef community, it showcases it from gate to plate. And so we tend to think about there's a lot of education, there's a lot of engagement, and there's also a little entertainment. So it's that once-in-a-lifetime experience that those people will see here in Tampa each and every day. That's what we're trying to deliver.
Well, thank you so much for coming to the show. We're looking forward to a great week.
You bet. Thanks, Kevin.
Now, as Forrest just mentioned, there's still plenty of time for you to join us right here in Tampa. Get all the convention details at beefusa.org.